It's Friday night. Welcome back to No Ordinary Home, the English Manor House, 1658. Again, we're going to give you a little update and see how we are and how we've been doing this week. So first of all, it's turning into an absolute nightmare. Nothing has happened again. We just keep getting long AI emails from the loss adjuster trying to push us this way or that way. And to be honest, we've been thinking about this a lot this week, haven't we?
Yes, we have, yes.
And we're starting to think, how much longer can we live like this? You know, we thought we'd get a big team of cleaners in and it'd all be spick and span. But they just keep sending or trying to send these one-man bands, you know, and they haven't got the equipment. And we just don't want it, do we? I mean, what would be ideal for you, really, with the cleaning?
Oh, I don't know. It's getting so frustrating and demoralising that every week we continue to live in squalor. We may have some nice, beautiful ornaments, but the place is damp and it's muddy, and nobody's coming to help. There's no proper resources or nothing.
No,
and
so
I just feel like banging my head against the brick wall.
I mean, I did my greenhouse. That's another video, because I thought I've just got to have something that looks tidy and clean. And then last week, well, my cousin come to visit, and I thought, well, do you know, if he wants to look round, because he's never been here before, I'm gonna have to do something else. So the utility room, everything's just piled up on the side from the dirty cupboard. So I thought, no, it's not going to make much difference to the claim. I'll just clean 2 cupboards out. So I did that. But now we're trying to think, look, we're getting to our really busy periods at work, aren't we?
Yes.
And it's going to come the case that we can't just say, right, okay, we can take 4 days off work and round you can come with the cleaners and whatever. So I suppose, what do you think about the idea of doing it ourselves?
Yes,
then, you know, getting a cash settlement or something like that?
Yes, we're sort of giving up with the insurance. At the end of the day, this house has been built by us from scratch. We spent years scouring markets and antique stores, and we know the contents and we know the property better than anybody.
Yeah,
There's items in this house that it took me years to save up for to buy, and I would go on my internet every week looking, thinking, I wish I could own that, I wish I could own that, and saving up. And I might have it, but it may have took me 18 months or 3 years to save up. And now they just want to throw everything I own, everything I've worked for, everything I've done over the last 20 years into a van to whisk it off four vans to whisk it off to the other end of the country. So it's just a case they want to just take it far away from us, all the possessions, everything, strip the house out. We've got nothing whatsoever, and I feel like rather than lose everything for many months, because I feel that they will exploit the situation to their own benefit, because the fine arts people, as they say, they can't be sure of the damage, but I guarantee you when they get it into their specialist workshops, they'll inflate the damage so they can send the insurers a much higher bill.
Massive bill.
Whereas I genuinely love everything in this house. I've worked for it, I've acquired it, I know how to look after it, I treat it well. I need to be able to repair it, which is a cost, but we certainly wouldn't inflate excessively.
No.
Because with any antiques, less is often more. It's conservation as much as restoration. And if everything comes back shiny and new, it can also be devalued.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because like things we've got, they've aged. Some things are really old here.
They have in the last few months.
Yeah, so they've aged. And,
me too.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm thinking, well, if they take layers and layers of dirt off that painting, or you know, make everything look shiny and new, it's not going to fit, is it really? So I don't know. I mean, jury's out, but I think we're going to look into how we can fast forward this restoration project and try to get some sort of cash settlement so we can.
I need to win the
make this
lottery.
start.
I need to win the lottery, then I can retire from full-time employment and spend all my time, or spend the next 18 months doing this place properly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people
But it
consider
is
that a pleasure, myself too in many ways, but you know, we all have to live, we all have to work, but at least if we take charge of it, we can work to our own schedules rather than take weeks off work.
Yeah, bits.
Take weeks off work to allow teams come down to empty the house and rip it to pieces.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long, slow process. So I can't, you know, well, my mind says, oh yeah, let's get it all done in 2 weeks. It's just not going to happen because the amount of mud on the floor that's dried in, we don't know if it's changed the nature of the floor or flagstones or whatever until we start to clean it. And then I suppose after all that, there's all the redecorating because everywhere wants redecorating, and it's not. I can't face that.
The floorboards, like the panelling, like the shutters, are all shrinking with the absorption of moisture, and I can now see huge gaps between the floorboards and also where they join the walls. And the problem is, because this is a very old house, it sits on a raft. It is just literally a foot or so down, then you've got the earth, and we do get rodents and pests under there. So this really could do with being sealed.
Yeah.
But
Well,
as it contracts, it creates other health and safety issues.
Because it could have dried out too much, and we've had all these dryers going. We've had
Not
lots.
really, not
well,
many.
Well, it might have done because you've had all these heaters on in all these rooms, and thinking about how a boat works. You know, I mean, when the planks on the boat are wet, they increase in size, and maybe we've just drawn too much moisture out.
No.
You don't think so?
No. It's always been, that's always been a problem. It's just got worse of late. It's just got worse. Because we've had rooms that we've not dried and heated, and those shutters have shrunk as well.
Anyway, you're doing the next video. It's going to be the Hall of Armour. So I need you to have a think about each man in the hallway. There's quite a few of them. So it'd be great if you could come back and have a look at that and get to meet all our armour. It's been wonderful having you with us tonight, and I hope you can join us again in future Fridays when we will just be having a fireside conversation. Thank you for coming. It's been a pleasure to receive you. See you again soon.
Cheerio.